This one is billions by millions, and I want to make sure this morning that you're out there making your millions and not losing your billions, because people are out there trying to steal the whole of your money. Star Radio 98.7 FM. Welcome back to the Financial Style. I'm Marisha, here with you now until midday, where each and every Saturday morning we make sure your money makes sense. Now, the number of financial scams happening out there at present are increasing and at an unprecedented rate. And so this morning, for our 5 in 5, that's where I give you 5 tips on a particular subject in about 5 minutes. I want to talk to you about how you can go about avoiding those scams, the most popular scams out there for 2021. Now, the very first one, and this one has been catching a lot of people out, and I've got to be honest with you, I got one of these text messages, and for a split second I was like, really? Like I was almost about to dive into this problematic one, and then thought, hang on a second, I'm going to tell you how I figured out it was a scam pretty quick, but why it's duping people. So it is the Royal Mail message scam. Okay, so have you had a text message, okay, saying that you are required to collect a parcel, or a parcel that has been sent to you couldn't be delivered because there's an outstanding fee of only just a few pounds normally, and in order to pay the fee for the parcel to be delivered or letter to be delivered to you, you need to click on a link and pay the outstanding amount. Well, a very smart and tech-savvy young woman, aged 28, unwittingly fell prey to this exact text message scam. On the 21st of March, she tweeted that she'd been scammed out of every penny in a very sophisticated con that involved this fake Royal Mail text message and a spoof call that she got from Barclays, and that's a whole different conversation. But in a nutshell, she was asked to pay this £2.99 postage fee. It was the day before her birthday. She was expecting deliveries, so she just clicked on the link. It took her to a fake Royal Mail website where she entered her details to make the payment. 2 days later, she received a call, seemingly from a Barclays number, from someone with a London accent, claiming that there'd been some bank fraud. Again, she went through that process, and before she knew it, thousands of pounds had been taken out of her bank account. Now, I got that text message, and I'm going to be for real, like for a split second, because I order stuff online all the time, I was a little bit like, okay. And then I suddenly thought, but then how would you know my mobile number? And that was literally the thing that went through my head. I was like, but how would you know my number to be messaging me, telling me about XYZ? And then I just deleted the message and moved on with my life. But sometimes you do have to do that, ask questions about, well, hang on a second, how would they know this type of information? I know Big Brother knows a lot, but he don't know my number. Not when he's from Royal Mail, he doesn't, because I've never given them my number. So just be mindful of that. But yeah, be careful. The next one is Amazon. Now, I've got to be honest, they're getting on my hot nerves. They are. Every couple of days, I get a call from Amazon telling me that there has been an alert on my account because £200-400 has been used to purchase an iPhone. And if I'm concerned that this transaction might not be me, then I need to either press a button to go through to their call center or do something. Okay, now the very first time that I heard that information, I put the phone down, because I figured if I need to get a hold of Amazon, I can. I put the phone down, I logged on, I checked my account, I saw that there was no transaction, and again I moved on with my life and realized after that that it was a scam. But again, please do be careful with that one, because millions of us Brits are making these purchases. It's really easy for us to think that this is legit. It's not. I'm just letting you know. So look out for that. HMRC. I've had this one too. Do you know these crazy feisty people actually called me in a manner to basically say that there had been some major fraud and that the police were going to be on my doorstep in the next 48 to 72 hours if I did not take the call. And to be honest, I took the call and then cussed them, because I was like, fraud for what? And when the guy started saying, oh, well, can you give me your details? No, I can't give you my details. You called me, therefore you need to tell me on what basis you're doing it. And then I was like, what number are you calling from? And he gave me a number that was, I might add, if you look the number up, it looks legit. It does. And I said to him, okay, no problem. I'm going to put the phone down and I'm going to call you back. And he said, no, don't do that. I tell you what, I'm going to call you. He goes, I've called you from a number where the number's barred. I'm going to call you with the number open so you can see that I'm legitimately calling from a fraud office located in London. And if you look up on the website, that number is there and it is legit. And he called me from it, and my heart was just, my mind was telling me that no, something's not right here. And I said, great. No. And he said, answer, you must answer. And his tone, I was like, no, honey, I've spoken to HMRC before and they're not rude like that. I mean, they may feel rude and like they've beaten you up when they take all of your tax money, but in all honesty, they don't speak to you in that way. So that was a major red flag. I said, listen, I'm going to call you back. And when I said that, he put the phone down. So that's when I knew that that was a scam. But do look out for the HMRC scam. And there's details on it on the HMR website. And they do ask you to report it if you do get that scam. Again, don't be panicked into giving up hundreds of pounds, as lots of people have. The national insurance scam. Oh, yeah, like there's a lot of these. And it's annoying. So the national insurance scam, this is where... and it's a warning now if you haven't heard of this one, because I've got to be honest, even this one, I've not seen this one come to me yet, but it's an issue that's been reissued after lots of fake phone calls again. Okay, 34,000 phone calls so far have been reported around this, and in a nutshell, it's where the caller receives receives a call from scammers about their national insurance number. Now, I'm one of these people where I've known my national insurance number since I was 16 years old. I lost my national insurance card about 2 weeks after I got it. Ever since then, the number's been pinned in my head. And if I'm ever confused, I just ask my sister what her number is and know that mine's very, very close to it. But generally speaking, it's pretty, I'm pretty solid with that. So I probably wouldn't fall for this one either. But again, if you're new to national insurances, or if you're, just gone through an immigration process, I can see how this would be problematic. Okay, so like I say, if anybody contacts you by phone telling you that your national insurance number has been compromised, you know what, maybe I have received this phone call and I just put the phone down and kiss my teeth. I don't know, because they get on my nerves. Anyway, they'll say press 1 on your handset to be connected to the caller, and again, that's in order for you to allegedly fix the problem and get a new national insurance number. Don't put down the phone. Okay, put down the phone. It's teeth them trying to take your money, and you think I'm joking, but it's the God's honest truth. HSBC, Barclays, Lloyds and Halifax. If you are a customer of one of these, again, be careful that you're being targeted for another scam. So fraudsters have been working hard, it seems, throughout the pandemic trying to trick us, like I just said. Now, what happens with this one is you get a text message saying that a payment has been attempted from your account from a new device and it will require approval. And if this was not you, to visit our website to secure your account. Okay, don't do it. Don't follow any links that you ever get on a text message ever from anyone ever. Now, I'm saying that it's so funny because my due diligence goes so far that the other day when I got a call and it was legit. So I tried to do a transaction with an American company and it was declined and I knew it was good. Well, it was declined and I knew it wasn't because there wasn't the money there. I knew it was because the bank were like, oh, hold up a second. Anyway, they called, so I did it from a different source, but then they called me up saying, have you just attempted to do a transaction? They called me on my house phone and they called me on my mobile. And when they called me on my mobile, my initial reaction was just put down the phone because I thought, whatever your business. And then they called me on the house phone. And when they called me on the house phone, I still said, I'm going to call you back. To which the woman said, yeah, not a problem. I called the bank back and then I handled the transaction that way, and that's what made me feel secure that it was legitimate and it wasn't thiefdom out there trying to take our money. So I say all of that to just say, please be careful. Okay, please be careful. These scams are major at the moment and they're all designed to dupe us out of our cash. Like I say, if you get a phone call from Amazon, if you get a text message from the bank or Royal Mail, if you're getting phone calls about your national insurance number or from HMRC, they're all scams. Leave them be. Even if they say they're going to put the police on your doorstep in 24 hours, kiss your teeth and move on with your day, because they're just trying to rid you of your money and send them back to the streets, which is the track that we're going to hear now from Sweetie featuring Janae Aiko. When we come back, financial MOTs.
Next thing, upgrade.